Everybody, we're back. It's your favorite podcast. I had a different intro I was going to say earlier, but I forgot what it is. Anyway, we're back. It's Down and Out. If this is your first time hanging out with us, I'm Tyler Lennon. That is Ryan Humphreys. We got the man making the show run, Corey Hankins.
Corey's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
We had a little Corey hiatus.
Kid's not sick anymore.
Yeah,
so
good.
I'm kind of upset I didn't get the, I wasn't here for the Tigers.
You missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching.
You missed a big episode.
Me and him were texting, so
We had a good guest. We had
it was
we had the
fire.
reveal supposed
of all the
of Tiger Shadow Claw.
of all the episodes for me to miss. That shouldn't have been the one.
No, that was a bad one to miss.
I fumbled the bag on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
A little bit. But yeah, we're back, and guess what? Guess what else is back? Baseball.
Baseball's back.
Baseball's
College
back.
baseball.
We're all
Yep.
the
I'm
way
actually
back.
excited for it this year.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
I'm super pumped.
So we've got a new idea that we're going to do tonight. Yeah?
Yep.
New
idea.
Because it was your idea. I'm going to let you explain it.
It was my idea. We were kind of talking about what we should do the episode on today, and there's it's kind of the dog days area. You know, you don't have football. The weekends are a little slow for a little while. This weekend will be a countdown of 25 more consecutive weekends without football. Brutal. That sounds rough. But we do have the World Series champions, Texas Rangers to look forward to. Stars are good. Mavs are getting hot. So lots of good things. But there's a lot of things to talk about in a lot of different areas. So we're going to do what we would like to call sports speed dating.
I love it.
We had the wheel last week with all the Super Bowls that my dad, that's how we
Crushed it.
Yeah, it was really cool. But that's how we picked which Super Bowl we were going to talk about. So tonight, we have a wheel. We have 9 topics. Corey's going to spin the wheel, whichever it lands on. I'm going to set a timer. We have 10 minutes max. That's the max that we can speak on a sport.
But
There's
is
gonna be
there
some
is there a minimum, though?
Okay, I say for funsies,
There
we
should be a minimum.
have to have a minimum of 7 minutes.
7? Okay.
I like 7. That's a
7
good number.
minutes.
I like that.
7
Number of
minutes.
completion.
Also,
like
I like the idea of the people in the chat or anyone can text an idea. And if we
Yeah.
can't get through 10, we'll start talking about that idea.
Right. Okay. Yeah. One of these days, we're gonna have an episode that's not sports related, and we're just gonna have
We're gonna roll.
whatever it is.
Yep.
But
I'll tell you another thing.
I think the math says that we need to get going.
All right, ready?
let's
I'm going to
go.
go ahead and hit a spin. And first up.
Forgot how slow that wheel spins, didn't you?
Golf.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Golf
All right,
is first
starting
up.
now. 10 minutes. Okay.
All right, so what do y'all want to talk about?
So I will say, even though it was kind of disappointing with the Genesis, with Tiger bowing out, the silver lining is
Incredibly disappointing.
supposedly that it was the flu and there was no back or anything physical related. So at first I was like, just hang it up, man. Like it's over. The Sunday Red did look iconic though. I
looked
really
good.
liked it.
I liked it.
He had the shirt that kind of matched. It was similar to the shirt he wore on his first outing.
You're a
on
fan of the
PGA.
Sunday Red, aren't you?
I do like it a lot.
I like the
it.
brand. I if I had one complaint with the brand, I actually like the logo. People hating on the logo.
The 15
I
stripes?
don't love the separation of Sunday.
Really?
I didn't.
Just doesn't hit for you.
Don't love that. What do you
I
think,
get
Tyler?
it.
You're a
brand
fashion,
guy.
You're a fashion guy.
I don't know what we're talking about.
He came out with his own brand.
So he
Okay.
split. He split
Sunday
from
Red.
Nike. Yeah,
Yeah.
he split
I did
from
not know
Nike.
that. All right,
Yeah.
let me look it up real
It's
quick.
called Sunday Red.
It's Sunday
Day
Red.
Red. Yeah.
I actually like it. I like him splitting from Nike.
It looks good.
I think Nike's just kind of done with golf. I mean, they'll put out apparel, but like they don't really care.
I'm not feeling this logo at all.
You don't like the logo?
A lot of
I
people
love
don't, man. A lot of people have been hating on
the
it.
15 stripes for the 15
So
major
every
championships.
stripe is a
Okay.
major championship.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I know. I found that out, and then I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Teb's-
It's a cool
Teb,
idea,
Teb
but
said
it's
In
ugly.
and Out gave him
That's what I was about
diarrhea.
to go to. But
Those
Sunday,
dang Californians.
I'm telling you, do you okay? In and Out
There
or
we go.
Five
Now we're having
Guys?
fun.
So I've had
You're a
Five
Five
Guys.
Guy.
I've had Five Guys one time in my life, and I got
Only
food
one
poisoning.
time?
I got food poisoning.
Oh,
in
dude, I've had
college.
Five Guys a lot.
I know. I my answer to that is Whataburger, and I say
Okay,
that
that's
as
fair.
a true Texan.
The cool thing
fair.
about Five Guys is how many fries
We got to
they
get
just
back to golf.
aggressively
We have to
throw
get back to
in
Yeah,
golf.
sorry,
I
sorry,
feel
guys.
like we're cheating. I feel like we're cheating. Are we gonna have a
do like-
Masters episode this year?
I just want to
Got
talk
to.
about food.
Got to.
I thought the Masters episode last year was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a blast.
We got to get to we get Jeremy back on.
Oh yeah.
I think Corey just wants to play putt-putt again.
I want to.
Yeah, me and
it up.
Corey
Gotta defend the
did.
belt.
We did dominate Brody and Jeremy
Yeah,
Delores.
you
Oh,
did.
without a doubt.
Yep.
Called our shots and everything. Anyways, Hideki coming back. I mean, that was just
Almost shot the course record.
Yeah. It was awesome. I kind of wanted Will Zalatoris to win it. I like him. He's got that new broomstick putter. It's really working for him.
My dad uses broomstick putter.
Really?
The lab putter. Yeah. He likes it. I think, I don't know, it's cool technology.
Anybody that I've met that putts with the lab putter is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's neat.
Putting,
It's neat. It's neat technology. I think this year with golf, it's going to be interesting because last year this group and Tyler kind of became our
Live
resident
guy.
live guy.
Now everybody's live guy.
I think that's like slowly going away. And
Nobody cares.
I think when Brooks won and dominated the PGA Championship last year,
Yeah.
it was like, man, like, dude, let's just get these guys back on the same tour.
Yeah.
And I'm still anti-live, but I do want to see the best golfers play.
So what even is the next thing? The Mexico Open?
That's this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next big one is the Arnold Palmer and then the Players. That's next month.
Yeah. So another little side note on golf: Charlie Woods, at the age of 15,
Yeah, saw that.
is playing in the Cognizant something or other
Qualifier. Yeah,
to
qualifier.
hopefully play a PGA.
How many degenerates do you think
appearance.
have money on that for him to make the cut?
Oh,
Or for him to do whatever.
There at one point in time there was odds on his age over under to
When he
win a
would-
major.
wow.
I want to know.
So like, okay, let me ask all this, and I'll just be super generous here, but over under 0.5 majors in his life.
Over
Think so?
easily. I think he wins. I mean, at least two, I would think.
I mean, this is hard to do.
yeah, it's very hard to do, but I mean, the trajectory he's on.
I agree. I
an
agree. He
insane-
shot. So I read today that his high school state championship team. His high school team won the team state championship. He shot 76, 78 in that state.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tiger at 15 years old was much better than that.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And I'm not comparing him. I'm not. It's impossible to compare.
Yeah.
It sucks to be compared to your dad, who's the greatest ever in a sport. I hate that for like Bronny.
Yeah.
With LeBron James because
Which
dude,
he's
a
been
division,
underwhelming as
He's
well.
a Division I basketball player.
That's
Yeah.
what your kid's gonna have to go through if he plays at Sulphur Springs. Yeah, well, I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
he's
true.
around Humphreys. Or
I don't
not.
know.
He only
just doesn't
plays.
have the
He only
arm.
plays 2 sports, not 3.
Yeah.
What a loser. No, but I think with the Charlie stuff, obviously he has every resource that he could possibly ever need.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the best teacher in the world,
The one thing that's different between him and
unlimited money.
Tiger is the hunger. He's kind of already got everything he needs, wants.
We don't know that.
Well, okay. I don't. What if he doesn't want to live under his dad's
That's true. I
shadow?
mean,
He
that's
wants to
true.
do his own thing.
That's true.
He got that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
That's true.
not Bronny James.
So I definitely think he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
I think so.
So yeah.
So my Whataburger order, if you were wondering.
But yeah,
Corey,
golf's kind of on an uptick
Corey,
right
when
now.
was the last time you played golf?
I went to Top Golf Friday. If you're actually like talking about played,
No, I'm talking about real round of golf.
that would have been I played in the Glow Ball tournament in October, but before that, I don't even know. I've hit some
I may have
balls.
played golf more recently.
That's why I'm scared to have kids.
I've hit some
I
balls
just-
since then, but
Just not ready to give that up.
yeah, 2 kids and a mortgage now is kind of eating into the old golfing. You know,
What are you shooting right now? If you go,
if
out?
I went out and
tomorrow,
Tomorrow to the
Summerfest
country club.
Where are you shooting?
high 80s, low 90s, I could probably comfortably shoot that.
Okay.
I would think so.
Tyler, what about you? 125, 130?
That's pretty generous.
We got 53 more seconds of minimum time we got to spend on golf.
Minimum time?
Minimum?
Yeah, in 45 seconds we'll be at 7 minutes.
Okay,
Holy
cool.
cow, I thought we were like 15, 20 minutes. No, I'm joking.
No.
Ooh,
No, where do you think
Tab
this?
said golf game with the Fantasy Football League before the 2024 fantasy draft.
Ooh.
That'd be fire.
And what you shoot,
Oh,
you get to
I'm-
pick what
I'm
pick
in
you
for that
want.
for sure. Oh, hey, speaking of that, so this year in my home league, we're using the Masters as our draft order.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
you
what
pick
we're
a
doing.
guy and
So we're drawing. So you're gonna get one guy, Vegas odds in the top 12, a second guy, Vegas odds in the top 13 to 24.
oh, nice. I
Your
like that.
highest finisher,
Is your
but we're actually.
Do you
You'll,
get to
you'll
pick-
appreciate this. You'll appreciate this. So just because you win, so let's say I draw Scotty Scheffler and he wins the Masters, I don't have to be the first pick. I get to choose.
nice.
I like that.
Nice.
We've never done that,
I like that.
but there's definitely some strategy
I like
involved.
that
So
a
like,
lot.
I personally don't think I would want the number 1 pick this coming year.
no,
No, I wouldn't either.
I don't ever want the first pick.
So what do you think about the whole Jordan Spieth thing?
I heard about that.
I think that is one of those, hey, this is the way we've always done it type deals. But I'm physically watching him on TV. I know what he shot. I can see it on my phone.
It's very obvious.
I mean, he's got to keep up and sign on a piece of paper with pencil, and I'm physically watching him, and it's updating on my app.
That feels wild outdated.
And
it's like, if we're going to do this on all this new age stuff, like, take that crap out. You're losing. The sponsors are pissed. You lost Jordan Spieth, who was contending. He was top 5 when that happened. So
he was
top
5,
and he had just come off like a really bad back 9.
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off.
Doubled 18. So my thoughts were, he came in. We know Jordan Spieth. He's pretty pissed, pretty hot headed.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
And
very
so
pissed.
he's like, throwing F-bombs like somebody who's probably in our comments right now. And so he just, from my understanding, what happens is the other person with you keeps your score. You keep your score, and then you have to sign off on what the other person scored it.
That's correct.
And so I imagine he just didn't look at it, signed it, whatever. Let me get out and go hit some balls and try to get this thing right so I can go contend for the weekend. And then come to find out
that sucks.
That does suck.
And okay, if that's the rule, great. Make it a 1-stroke penalty or a 2-stroke penalty. Not, hey, you're
disqualified.
DQ'd.
Yeah. Well, I'm not 100% sure on the punishment for actively cheating.
What a
stray
I just took. It's funny.
I don't know exactly what the punishment if you get caught actively cheating is, but it's pretty severe. If I'm not mistaken,
I would say it's probably in golf. I would say it's probably
they may revoke your card.
I don't know. It's probably very heavy.
It's like an SMU death penalty, I imagine.
It's probably very heavy.
All
right, we got 50 seconds. We want to wrap up anything with golf?
All right, Masters picks ready.
Right
go.
now. I'll go Jordan Spieth. Actually,
nice.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
I put $30
golfers.
I put $30 on Jordan Spieth in January.
Nice.
Yeah.
I still think
that's what I was doing. I'm looking at odds.
Yeah,
I put
Jordan
Max
Spieth.
Homa. I'm
okay,
sticking
here we
with
go.
it.
Here
I like
we go.
that.
Give me
28 seconds. And then we
10.
got to go to a new date.
9. I'm gonna go and spin
go
the
ahead.
wheel.
Give me Morikawa for plus 2,700.
Morikawa.
Oh, nice.
So we're all picking.
Who's the Dutch guy?
I pick him in 3-ball
Victor
every
Hovland?
time.
No.
Oh, Ludwig Oberg.
Yeah, that dude.
Hey, that cat is good.
Ooh,
I
he's a
can't find him.
stud.
Give me Rory though.
Every year.
Every year.
Every
Forever.
year.
Just like the Cowboys. But give me Jordan Spieth. All right.
Here we go.
Next sport.
subject. We have MLB.
MLB.
Let's
Uh-oh.
go.
Tyler's pumped. Start the timer.
Let's
Tyler,
go.
we'll let you open up with this one, buddy.
Okay, baseball
Opening day. Pitchers have
is
reported.
back. Spring training games are being played either tomorrow or Friday.
I swear, baseball never ends.
It never does, and I
was
love
telling
it.
Jill, I was
Especially
like-
when you win the World
I was
Championship.
like, yeah, Jill, pitchers and catchers just reported back. She was like, for next year? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, well, when did the Rangers play? I was like, in November.
in
Yeah,
November.
Last
November.
week.
It was literally like 2 months ago.
Yeah, we were doing football. We were
Yeah.
streaming football.
Yeah.
Dude, I am pumped. So the main thing we're watching for this spring training, in my opinion, is Jack Leiter.
We talked about it this week.
He becomes Rule 5 eligible.
Explain like I'm
next year.
5.
Explain Rule 5 to the
Yeah,
people.
because I have
So-
no clue. I saw that on
I'm
Twitter.
not sure
and had
teams
no
in the majors understand what the Rule 5 draft is.
So the way the Rule 5 draft works is
But Tyler
after you
knows.
reach a certain amount of time in the minors, if you are not on a 40-man roster, they have like a normal draft. It's the same order as the draft, and you can pick up anybody you want. The only kicker is once you draft
they have
them,
to be on that MLB roster.
they have to be on your active roster. If
Do you
they
have to make a
ever-
pick?
No, you don't
No.
have to.
Okay, that
a
was
lot
my-
of people don't.
So
But,
my one professional baseball connection was in the Rangers system. Mason Englert got drafted out of high school, played ball growing up with him. He was a Rule 5 draft pick for the Tigers this
Nice.
last year, and so he played all season.
nice.
But yeah,
Yeah, if you do take him off your active roster, the team you draft him from has a chance to take him back. But Jack Leiter will become Rule 5 draft eligible next year unless they
next
put him
year,
on the 40
next year. So what does
in the
that
off
mean?
season.
Next off season?
Yes.
Okay, so he has to play in the majors this year.
Yeah, not necessarily. He would have to be on your 40-man roster, but I think you've reached
Okay.
a point now. If this were 5 years ago, yeah, he can take up one of my 40-man roster spots. But like, you're a World Series team now. Every
Yeah.
single one of those means something.
Yeah.
So if it were me, this spring training, I would be looking at him heavy. And if you think, especially because you're not going to have
No
you're not gonna have
Scherzer,
you're not
no
gonna have
DeGrom. I
right?
agree.
As of now, you don't have
You don't have
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
So
Yeah.
if there's even a chance you think he is a major league guy, just put him in
Well,
your rotation, see what happens.
And here's the deal: if he's not a major league guy, this year, he has zero trade value.
Yes.
If you don't think he's gonna be, but he's kind of on the fence, trade him out.
Yeah,
we can get
100%.
something good.
Now, you might only have 60% of the value that he once had, but there's still a lot of value in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but if we wait till next year, it's gonna be 20%
you
of the
gotta
value.
you gotta make a choice. Is he gonna be on your team, or are you gonna trade him?
Okay.
And you're still good enough now that you can trade him for pieces that are gonna help you win this World Series.
So what I want to talk about, what I'm looking for the most in this spring training is how are we going to get Wyatt Langford on the field? Because I think that cat, that cat is a real deal.
Yeah,
I would argue
he very much looks like it.
I have higher hopes for him than I do Evan Carter, and Evan Carter was the third best player on a World Series team last year.
Yeah,
as a 1 month rookie.
Yep.
Yeah,
he played so little that he's actually a rookie this year.
Dude,
he can win the Rookie of the Year this year.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, baseball.
That's how that works.
There's like a
you got to play a certain amount of service
yeah.
time. How many days you spent?
so
on
he's
the Major
he's
League
a
roster.
rookie. So we there is a very, very, very real possibility that we could go 1-2 in Rookie of the Year voting.
Wow. Yeah. So,
very real possibility.
One, did you see the picture of Wyatt Langford's legs?
Bro,
he is
God,
a
tree
unit.
trunks.
Dude's a tank.
And he looks good
You
in
think he
spring
can be our
training.
DH?
Well, I think so. Me and you talked about this back on January 30th. Apparently, this was just a hypothetical trade, but someone had asked, "What are y'all thoughts on this hypothetical trade?" And it was Leody Taveras and Duran for Emmanuel Clase, who's the closer for the Indians or for the Guardians now. And for backstory on that, he's not only one of the best closers in baseball, but he was ours.
He was a Ranger.
We traded him for 1 inning of Corey Kluber, who never got to pitch again after that. And I would make the hell out of that trade.
Yeah, the Durans, the Taverases, the Josh Smiths, those guys, I think they're good, and I think that there's some spots where they can really help this team, but they're not going to be the reason we win a World Series or not.
And there's 1,000 of them out there.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. We've got 10 of them in our minor league system.
Now, I will say Leody was very good for us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But if it's like, okay, Leody or a top-tier super shutdown guy, I'm probably picking that.
Didn't we sign a closer?
We signed.
Yeah, so you got Kirby Yates.
Okay.
And David Robertson.
David Robertson, yeah.
Okay.
Along with, apparently, Jose Leclerc looks really good right now.
Well, I mean, he ended
So your
he
7, 8,
ended
9
the-
is solid.
He ended the year on an absolute tear.
That's true.
And Spores.
Sports.
I don't know what we'll get out of him. but-
He got the final out.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying I don't.
Oh,
if
yeah,
he
you can't.
reverts, if he reverts back to his regular season, then he's not going to have a job much longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't expect that
but
from him.
I do hate that the Astros were able to pull off the hater.
Yeah. And did you see what he came out and said after the fact?
No.
So apparently, I don't know that he word for word said I would have rather been a Ranger, but it came down to the whole Bally thing. That they didn't have the money.
Wow.
And that he was very much interested in being a Ranger, but they didn't have the money because of the TV rights.
Yeah,
Like he
thanks,
straight up
Bally.
said that word for word.
So are we going to get Montgomery or not?
I think the fact that he's not on a team yet is pretty promising. I think if
Yeah.
he were going to go elsewhere, he probably
would've
would have done
gone.
it already. So
Yeah.
I think there is a pretty good chance. But like, go ahead.
And it at
and-
least means he wants to be a Ranger.
yeah, go ahead and get that done.
Okay, so Corey, Tyler, Ryan, what's our realistic, like what's our hopes for the Rangers this year?
Oh, buddy.
What's our realistic hopes? What are the Rangers doing this year?
What's it going to be like? What is it? What do they have to do for it to be a successful season?
Yeah, I guess I don't think you have to go back-to-back World Series
No,
to be
I mean,
successful.
it's hard enough to win one.
Now, our win-loss total being 83, isn't that what it is?
Wild
I
disrespect.
think that
Yes.
is laughable, and maybe I'm just incredibly naive. Maybe I'm just an incredible homer. Both true, but I would slam that over. I'd
yeah.
slam it.
Oh yeah.
You mean you would?
It's like the Cardinals under
What do you mean?
that we would.
I'm
that
going.
We
to,
Okay, there it is,
hypothetically
there it is.
would.
I'm going to slam the
There it
over for sure.
No, I think obviously you got to get back to the playoffs. I think you win the division again.
That's what I was gonna say. I would say definitely not having that late season slide. I'd like to see us have the division wrapped up handedly. You know, I would like to make it to where the Astros never even had a chance at it.
Well, this
honestly.
is the Astros' last go at it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
in my
definitely-
opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they have the roster to do it. They have a World Series roster, but to me, this is probably it because you're going to lose Bregman.
Yeah.
Jose Altuve is. I mean, I don't know. At some point, he's going to be
The
irrelevant.
Kids Are Us or something.
Verlander, I don't
Is
know.
Kids R Us still a thing?
no, they bankrupted.
Toys R Us.
RIP. Toys R
Toys
Us.
R
Us.
Yeah,
Yes.
Toys
Yeah.
R Us. R.I.P.
Unlock the memory. Yeah, it's Rangers. It's Rangers Astros. I think the Mariners can be good.
So as of now, the Yankees have the best odds. They're a plus 400 to win the American League.
That means nothing to me.
No, they've
Like-
gotten good again.
Have they?
But they just. I mean, it's the same thing. It's
I will
like
say yes.
we spend a lot of money and we end up disappointed.
all day
like the
yesterday.
Padres, too.
Twitter, true. Speaking of, so that intertwines. All day yesterday, Twitter was making fun of the fact that Juan Soto struck out 4 times against Nestor Cortez in practice. So Juan Soto looking real good as a Yankee.
That's good.
But
they can only win in Yankee Stadium because of the little kid ballpark.
Aaron Judge loves that place.
The foul poles are short.
It's
really?
tiny. Yeah.
I did not
it's
know
like
that.
3. It's like 315 down the line,
Jeez
tiny.
Louise.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like real tiny.
But
I've been there. It's been a long time, but
so I did want to bring up another thing. The Astros are second at plus 440, and then Rangers at plus 590.
I'll tell you a
don't
team that I
that.
like for the odds purpose, going off of what you just said. I would say you got to give some respect to the Baltimore Orioles.
Plus 600. That would be the
they
exciting
fourth?
pick to me. Fourth, yeah.
So
and
the Rangers are third. You said.
yes, I like
Okay.
I like that pick a lot.
I would say Orioles are a great bet
For the value.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, value or not, I'd say the Orioles are a really good bet. You could argue that they have the best bullpen in baseball. They've got a lot of young talent.
Yeah, they're getting better and better.
I don't know. I could see Orioles, Rangers, ALCS. to
And
tell
they
you the
just
truth.
added Corbin Burns, one of the best starting pitchers in baseball. So that was
I
nice.
could see Orioles, Rangers, ALCS.
And even though we swept them, that was a tough out
Very
last
tough.
year.
Yeah. And circling back to what y'all said about the Astros, kind of this is their last shot at it. The thing with them is the farm system is not
It's terrible.
Yep.
They've sold the farm.
But we sold the farm. That's
Oh yeah,
we gave up everything.
bought all of it. Yeah,
We gave up everything.
Yeah, we went top 10.
All right,
ranked farm system.
didn't you send me a deal in Houston was like 28?
They were like 27th or 28th.
And we're
and we're
third?
Yeah, we're the exact opposite.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun decade for
My,
the Rangers.
my final thing to propose
We've got
to
45
y'all.
seconds.
So if you're
Wow.
looking at the odds on to
It
make
goes
the
fast when we have stuff to talk
Yeah.
about.
so the odds on to make the playoffs, Rangers are minus 190, which that's nice. That's respectable.
Also, we've learned that in baseball, if you just get in, you have a shot.
1,000%. But the disrespectful part of it is I lost them. Here they are. Astros minus 400.
Good Lord.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Come on, man.
Disgusting.
Now it is easier. There,
You know
there
what?
is 6 teams in the playoffs now.
Astros plus 300 to not make the playoffs. Put it in. Put it in
Wow.
right now.
I
Put
will-
it in right now.
I will not.
I told you last year it was over, and it wasn't necessarily over, but we did beat them to win to go to the World Series.
I will not
I'm
be.
not wrong.
I will not be partaking that bet.
Yeah, that seems a little.
Give me a Rangers.
if you
Give me a
hate mon-
Rangers, Astros, ALDS.
You hate money.
If
Just
you hate money, then
All right, next. No more baseball.
got the wheel already spun. It is college basketball.
College basketball.
AKA the worst sport on earth. No, I'm playing.
Guys, we're not starting that crap again. It's February 21st, which means March is knocking, and I am ready for some March Madness. I mean, I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's tournament time.
it is.
So
Which we'll definitely have our down and out
Yeah,
bracket.
I'm
Yes.
excited for that.
Yeah,
Winner gets to be on the show. Last year it
that's
was
fun.
my buddy Isaac Schley.
Yeah.
Dylan Jester, if you're watching, you had a late.
Yeah,
you,
you were
you had a
close.
tough loss at the end, man. I remember.
yeah, and speaking of
Texas folded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like
Texas
he was like
folded.
up, right?
yeah,
No,
he
yeah,
was way
I
up.
think he was way up.
And then when Texas lost, it
Yeah, that was a bad one.
kind of. Speaking of UConn, number 1 seed just lost to Creighton.
They did.
Did they?
the other
There's
night.
been and granted, I don't just sit there and just watch every college basketball game, but I
watch
try to
a
keep up with
handful.
it, and it seems like this year more than ever.
like
Golly,
top 10 seeds.
there's
are
a
just,
lot of just parity. Like everybody's beating everybody.
I can't-
Even Texas hasn't been great. Like
Yeah.
they've been up and down all
yeah, but
year.
then they'll like the Big 12 has just been
Oh, it's a
just an
crapshoot.
all out.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have 8 teams in the
Yeah,
in the tournament. You know?
Yeah, I definitely could see that.
I can't believe we made it 60 seconds into the college basketball topic without talking about the team who is all over the news right now and is 20 miles up the road.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, big
A&M
fight
Commerce.
in Division I basketball.
Yeah,
we had a WWE SmackDown, Texas A&M Commerce.
So you have A&M
Incarnate
Commerce,
Word.
and then a couple SS alums used to go to Incarnate Word. Keyston and Gigi.
Yeah, that's
actually.
true.
went
Oh,
there.
really?
Yep.
That's true.
That was where they first went.
Yep.
So
Not basketball, but Jenner Jackson.
Yep.
He pitched
Wow.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, wild.
It was
It was.
wild.
It wasn't just like he pushed him. No, we had people absolutely clocking dudes.
It was a never-ending fight.
It
Yeah,
took.
they just-
It went on forever. I
It
never
went
heard
on
the
for
call,
way
but I
too
heard
long.
the announcers were like mad chill about it too.
They were like, and another swing.
Luke Tebs, fade Purdue. I don't know, buddy.
The
Always,
spoiler makers.
I don't know,
the
buddy.
spoiler
Always fade
makers.
Purdue.
I think that this is the year.
I don't. They just lost.
I got a funny feeling about
they
the old
just
Boilermakers.
lost to Ohio State the other day. Ohio State. So if you'd have told me Ohio State has had I think it was like 8 top 10 wins against top 10 ranked opponents, and they fired their coach midway through the season. Wow. They're ridiculous against top ranked opponents, and then this was their interim coach's first game, and they knock off Purdue.
Okay,
It's
so
always fade Purdue. Tebs gets it.
What were you gonna say?
I'm trying to think if I want to do this or not.
Oh,
Well, it
here we
doesn't
go.
matter. I wouldn't even know the rankings yet. So if you had to pick a champion right now, you don't even know the bracket. You don't know where they're going to be ranked. You don't know any of that. Who are we taking?
So I just saw earlier the like the Ken Palm rankings and these teams were ranked in the this and that. As much as it pains me to say this, I think it's going to be Houston this
I was
year.
literally about to say the
Well,
same
so-
thing, but that doesn't bother me because I like Houston. I like
The
U of
Cougars
H.
are great. I mean, they're really good this year.
That doesn't bother me none.
So according to, and I've been following it because it just, I don't know, it kind of fascinates me. But so you have to be within, let me pull it up here. Apparently to win the national championship, okay, in the last, 20 years that this is batting 1,000, you have to be a top 40 offense and a top 25 defense.
Okay.
No team outside of that parameters has ever won the national championship since they've been keeping up with this. So the teams right now that are eligible to win the national championship are Arizona, Auburn, BYU, which is interesting,
Yeah.
UConn, Houston, Marquette, Michigan State, North Carolina, Purdue, and Tennessee.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
the one.
that's
I
the one I
wanted.
was looking at.
So per this video, those are the
Wait,
only.
did you say Alabama?
No.
No. Okay.
Those are the
Yeah.
only 10 teams that can win the national championship.
Here's
Doesn't
my-
mean a team can't go or
Yeah.
a team can't go to the Final Four, but batting 1,000, one of those teams is going to win it,
Yeah, and
which is fascinating to me.
UConn's a tough out. I can't see Marquette winning it. If
Well,
they,
UConn's the defending champs.
yeah, UConn is amazing. I think one of their guards is like a highly touted draft pick coming out this year. Marquette, Shaka Smart just folds, and when it comes to tournament
Dude cannot get it done when
no,
it matters.
cannot. And they've lost twice to UConn already. Houston, and this is why I think Houston will make it happen, because in the Big 12, you've already gone through just the gambit.
I mean, I'm sure the
It
Big
is
12 is going to
tough.
have. I'm sure the Big 12 is going to have 8 teams in the
Yeah,
tournament.
so you've got Iowa State, you've got
Iowa State, Kansas, TCU,
You-
Baylor, Houston, BYU, Texas.
Texas.
And those teams are all getting in.
Yeah,
I'm sure I
mean,
forgot.
Tech's ranked 23rd. right now.
Tech.
Tech, yeah.
So the Big 12 is freaking
it's
loaded.
ridiculous. So
The one I wanted to throw out there just as like a fun mid-major, number 18, St. Mary's. I think that would be fun.
there's always one of those
Yeah.
teams that'll
Oh,
just make
yeah.
a
St.
deep run.
Mary's,
Creighton, they just knocked off UConn.
Obviously, is Gonzaga's down this year, aren't
No,
they?
yeah, they don't have Chet. They don't have Timmy.
Oh, I thought Timmy was just going to play forever.
Dude, me
I
too.
thought he was
Yeah,
gonna be on
right.
that team.
8-year senior. He's just up down,
Is he-
down the road from
is-
Richardson.
Is he in the NBA?
I know he either got. I
He
mean, he got
exists in
drafted,
the
I believe.
NBA,
Bro,
but
it
like,
sucks to be a big
What
man
is
in
Drew
college.
Timmy up
Oh,
to?
yeah.
Like if you're a good big man in college, just hang it up and go
Yeah,
work at
he's-
Enterprise.
He's in the G League. He's doing
Oh,
his
nice,
thing.
nice.
I did not know he was from
That's
Richardson.
not, but like if you're not a foreign
Yeah.
big man, you have no shot.
just go live down in Gonzaga and
Just
hang
coach.
out.
Just
Yeah.
be the cool guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a
You can
cult
get by doing
following in
that.
Gonzaga, basically.
Dominant at the Y.
You
Got
know?
to
Sure
watch
get
him.
by doing
Got to
that.
watch him play
Yeah,
against Sulphur
in high
Springs.
school. Yep.
You need to hit up Adam Morrison and see what he's doing because he didn't accomplish nothing.
He does
in the
play by
NBA
play.
either.
He does play by play for Gonzaga.
It could be
Wow,
that
yeah,
could be the
maybe-
booth.
maybe the
Yeah,
combo.
that's what I'm doing at Sulphur Springs.
That would be the ugliest.
Yeah.
the ugliest
great.
booth of all time.
Oh my gosh.
dude. That would be
Timmy-
a really
is
ugly
Drew
booth.
Timmy
Me and
and Adam
Tyler,
Morrison?
are considerably better looking than that.
Yeah.
Surely, I hope.
Timmy could just move down to Mount Vernon and just kick it with Ostertag. And
Yeah,
I could
True.
just tell
Yeah.
stories.
yeah.
You
Kansas
know?
alone, but yeah, Kansas is a team that, like, if I would have heard those parameters, I would have thought, okay, well, the Jayhawks are in that,
Yeah.
and they're not, which is interesting.
I will say before I don't know how much time we
We've
have
got
left.
3 minutes.
One thing I did want to
Plenty of time.
mention, and I'm not gonna make it hot. I'm not gonna say names, but I've had a number of people who killed me during their comment section of that whole debacle. I won't bring it up again, but have since hit me back up and be like, "Okay, you're right. This is awful."
Okay, but compared to the crap in the NBA,
Oh, dude, the All-Star,
so
the All-Star
much more
game is enough
watchable.
to.
Yeah, I can't believe
The NBA is
that's NBA.
horrid.
Um,
No, we're gonna get there. That's
We'll get there,
that's
we'll
one of
get
the
there, we'll get
tabs tonight.
we'll get there.
No, but March Madness is fun. I do want to have my yearly. I do want to have my yearly comment on March Madness that though it's the best tournament in sports, it's awesome and it's so much fun. It creates just this insane watching experience. It is set up for the best teams not to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've created this Cinderella, man, we're just happy to be here mindset. And so they're playing.
I mean, FDU
there's no
last
risk.
year.
There's no
Yeah.
risk. It doesn't matter. Who cares if what happens?
Yeah.
So you've got, you get lucky for 3 quarters, then tempers start flaring, the better team starts,
Messing out,
tensing
yeah.
up, and then things happen. And so it's cool for that.
The only one here who likes college basketball just said 3 quarters.
Yeah, that is true.
They play
You
2
slipped in
halves.
slipped
That's
in the
true.
Quarters, yeah.
Yes.
Technically
that's
3
true.
quarters of a game, but yeah.
Yes.
I just had to
Yes.
I had to sneak that in
Which
there while
I
could.
do still think is weird.
It's
Yeah.
goofy
Just
because
like-
The
even
only level of basketball that does
because
that.
even college
High school doesn't.
college girls basketball,
College
yeah,
girls
even
basketball
college girls
doesn't.
play quarters.
Yeah, that's funny.
which is weird.
Speaking of, LSU's going to run it back.
Yeah,
LSU's going to run it back.
Gamecocks are pretty solid.
I mean, I feel like you got Caitlin Clark, you got a shot.
True.
Yeah,
A shout out to her.
Yeah,
Broke the
congrats
record,
on
yeah.
the record. I
the
heard that she
logo
might
through.
stay another year.
yeah. I mean, why not?
She's probably
might
making
as
more
well.
money. She probably makes more money doing that than
Did you see the stray comments that she or no that was Ionescu in the All-Star game when he was talking about she needs to be shooting closer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But no, Caitlin Clark's a dog, and I would pay money to see another LSU Iowa game. That was fun.
That would be a lot
That
of
was
fun.
very much fun.
No, LSU's
So-
running it back for sure. That's my only.
Yeah, you got picked up Haley Van Lith.
Yeah. Which I don't believe
She's
has been
solid.
near as good as they thought she was
So
going to be.
she doesn't. She's playing. She was kind of a shooting guard when she was in Louisville, I believe.
Yeah.
And she's kind of transitioned into a more of a point guard role, and so she hasn't really gelled into the system
Hasn't
the way
Angel
that
Reese
Yeah,
kinda
Shorty.
sucked?
No, Shorty's putting up 19 points per game with
Well,
12 and a half boards.
she had a weird start to the season.
That
I
was
thought
weird.
she sat
That
out
was-
for a while.
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
But when she's been playing, she's been very good.
Yeah.
She only missed a few games.
It was
I
like
gotcha.
a weird like
so
like nobody knew why she was sitting.
she only missed 4 games.
I gotcha. I
It
gotcha.
felt like 3 years.
We stand Angel
I
Reese
mean,
over
it
here.
was a long time. It felt like.
I don't know if
Gotcha.
anyone's surprised by that at all, but we
Yeah.
stand Angel Reese. over
Favorite
here.
team in Angel Reese. I wonder who you're rooting for.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Go ahead and pick me your Cinderella this year. Who do you think's gonna make a big run?
That's a
St.
great
Mary's.
question.
Furman.
Dude, give
give
me
me a
I gotta
Furman.
hurry. I gotta hurry.
Any reason for that?
Nah, I just like Furman. Or maybe
give me
Iona.
Sam Houston to make the first tournament appearance.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go.
Yeah,
I
they're
like
they're in
that.
first place in their conference right now. We're gonna get
That's
it.
a fun alarm.
That kind of gave me PTSD because that's my alarm in the morning.
I
And
know.
it's just like
I just made me.
I tensed
Yeah,
up.
All right, what we
All right,
got
next
now?
sport.
Sorry, I need to spin the wheel. Sorry, spin.
it's gonna take 20 minutes.
All right, you might want to break down the national constitution.
I can tell you the preamble.
Give me. All right, NHL.
NHL.
Let's
NHL.
How about
go.
those first place stars?
How about them? This is our year.
I think it might be. I mean, obviously, I know Boston. We lost to them the other day.
Boston.
They're the best team in the East, but last year they lost in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the more embarrassing losses in playoff history.
Scored the most points
Ever.
ever,
And then
Yeah.
lose to an
lost
8
in the first
seed.
round.
But the Stars are really good, and
Yep.
we're finally figuring out how to win some of those late games. Last year, that was kind of the Achilles heel.
Yeah, number 1 in the Central right now, number
Yep.
2 in the West,
Yep.
but only Vancouver in all of the NHL has more points and a better point differential.
Wow.
So
So
very
yeah,
high up there.
they're legit. I'm going to a game in a couple weeks.
Oh, nice.
nice.
yeah, it'll be
against
my
who?
second one of the year. They're playing the LA Kings.
Okay,
Who I
there you
think
go.
are also pretty good.
There you go. I did want to mention Otter's coming back down to earth just a tiny bit, but so he is 28th in both save percentage and goals allowed, but he's 8th in most wins, and of the 7 above him, none of them have less losses. So 8th in wins. It's not like he has wins but losses as well, if that makes any
Okay.
sense. Because the goalies aren't
He
playing every
missed.
night.
He missed a lot. He missed a long time. So that's pretty impressive that he's up there on the wins deal.
Teb said pass on NHL.
Yeah. When did the playoffs start again?
It's about the same as the NBA, so they can't have that many
because
more
their
games.
All-Star
So they
weekends were like right beside
they
each
played
other.
57 games of 82.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So we're
yeah.
getting
another
somewhat
month and a
close,
half.
yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I cannot wait
Nice.
for playoff hockey.
I know.
I'll see you in a month and a half.
Then Corey will be back.
I'll be full on hockey.
I really
guy.
wish, man. I really hope they go to the Stanley Cup.
I do
That
too.
was
Me
the
too.
Western Conference Finals was awesome.
Dude, do
last
you remember
year.
how fun last year was?
No, I know.
Oh,
it was
it was a
awesome.
blast.
It was awesome.
It was a
It
blast.
ruled.
The
There's
series
There's
against
nothing better
Seattle
than playoff
was so
hockey.
cool.
What do you say?
There's nothing better than
Yeah,
playoff
it
hockey,
rules.
honestly.
Dude,
I don't know.
it's just-
Playoff baseball rules, but
Yeah, it was good.
I think playoff baseball is cool because
when it's your team.
Yeah.
Well, I
When,
think
when you win the World Series, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think playoff baseball is cool because regular season baseball is so crappy, and it's just
Yeah.
like, all right, let's turn it up a little bit.
Okay.
You know, all right, back to hockey. Then.
Go with me there. Playoff baseball, but they get to check people on the other team, and they can start fights in the infield.
I mean, technically they can do that.
It's
Yeah,
funny
they
that this
just get
exact
kicked out.
same conversation was had on the Dan Levitard show today.
Really?
Because they brought up the A&M Commerce fight and then some hockey fights, and they're like, dude, just let baseball fight.
A&M Commerce is going around the world.
They
baby.
are.
Yeah.
They are. I'd be okay with. Oh, that was another thing I want.
It's the most
college
commerce thing.
baseball is a
It's the most commerce
topic, right?
thing.
We got to
know
talk about
for.
hockey. That's the rules.
It's the most commerce thing.
That's the
we know
rules.
for.
Commerce does not have hockie.
I forgot we were on hockey.
We're on hockey.
How about that hockey?
Tyler, when was the last Stars game you went to?
I haven't been to one this season, but I went to one last season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corey, we still got to take you.
I know. I've never
Still
been.
got to take you.
I've never been.
They are a lot of fun.
they're a
They're
ton
a lot
of
of
fun.
fun.
My mom used to have a Stanley Cup, like a playoff shirt.
A Stanley Cup or a Stanley Cup?
No, like a
that's what
Stanley
I want
Cup
them to make.
playoff shirt.
I want Stanley Cup to make a Stanley Cup.
Dude.
Yeah.
A Stanley
So the
Cup,
first time
Stanley Cup,
Jill,
Stanley
the first
Cup?
time Jill ever mentioned the word Stanley
Stanley
Cup
Cup.
to me, I'm like,
Me too.
Dude, it was weeks
That's what-
before I was like,
what the hell
oh.
are you talking about?
J-
I was like, the trophy, and she's like, no, what are you talking about?
like,
And I'm
dude, white women
she's
got
like-
real into
she's like,
hockey.
talking about the
cup.
like the thermos
It's got
cup.
the handle and it
And I'm like,
leaks
dude,
when
that's got to be copyright something.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is that not?
I don't know.
My sister, I was trying to figure out what to get Jericho when I think it was last year. She was like, "Get her a Stanley Cup." I was like, "I think you have to win those." Like,
Yeah, right. You're not even supposed to touch that if
yeah,
you've
like
never won
I'm
it.
not sure if you can.
I don't know how much she's gonna care about
Yeah, I can get her a little miniature one on Amazon.
Okay.
that. It's the hater in me, but it annoys me.
All right,
Yes.
Tyler. Since we're kind of
Yeah, just let it
mumbling
run.
here, I think we should play a game with Corey.
Okay.
Okay. Hands off the device.
Okay, hands are up.
How many NHL teams can Corey name?
Oh, that's
Okay.
fun.
I've done this before. I usually can get in the I can get to like the high 20s and then I'll
Okay.
forget a couple. So Corey,
Do I have to?
you
Do
No.
I have to say the city?
No,
I can just say the
you can do either.
I think
Okay.
you can do. You can't just say like
Seattle.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I know they're the Kraken.
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
So there's
So-
1,
The Canucks,
2,
the Jets,
3,
Blackhawks,
4,
the Knights,
5,
Stars,
6,
Panthers,
7,
the Rangers,
8,
Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
9,
I'm trying to think. Penguins.
There you go.
10. Okay, so hey, you're
A third of
almost
the
a
way.
third of the
Yeah.
way there.
Yeah, I'm trying to like go through like
The divisions, you know
yeah,
those.
the Canucks. No, like I'm trying to memorize, see the pictures
11.
on ESPN. I
Okay.
said the Canucks.
Yeah.
Winnipeg Jets. Said those. Rangers. The Wild.
12.
The Lightning.
13.
Oh God.
We should have been writing these down so we
I
know if
know.
he's
So
repeating
know.
them or
make sure he
not.
doesn't double dip.
Who said the Golden Knights?
I just wanted to see.
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty
Oh, the Preds. The Predators.
There you go.
14.
Oh, dude. This is getting tough now.
You got to at least get to halfway.
Thank you for texting it to me and not saying it on air.
You got to at least get to halfway. I will say, Tebs, with
Did
an
we lose
opinion
my
as strong
camera?
as that, I'm positive that you've never watched because hockey is pretty awesome.
Corey, we lost you on the screen.
Yeah, no, I'm trying.
It's a great
I'm
it's a
seeing
great
it.
sport.
Okay.
Corey, you're
Can
kind
I-
of you're
can
kind
I
of
help
stuck.
at all?
Okay, I'm
You're
stuck
kinda
there. Yeah,
stuck.
help me out here.
Okay.
Let me
No,
phone
I
a
mean on
friend.
the camera.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say phone a friend on the.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to any of what he said. You did. He never said the Oilers. Did he say the Bruins?
No Bruins. I mean, I'm looking at them. Blues,
The Florida-
Coyotes,
Florida Panthers.
Oilers, Kings, Flames, Ducks, Sharks,
Yeah, I don't know.
Hurricanes.
I can't believe you didn't get the Ducks.
Philadelphia Flyers, the Devils, the Islanders, the Washington Capitals, Pittsburgh Penguins, the Blue
I said the
Jackets.
Penguins.
Okay. Senators, Canadiens, Sabres, Florida Panthers. Yeah.
I'd said the Panthers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You got
Oh, okay.
14. You
That
did
was
pretty
tough.
good. You did pretty good.
I've been paying
You did pretty
attention.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did pretty good. All right, we got 20 seconds.
Said the Wild.
Wow, we did it.
20 seconds.
Well,
Well, no,
Oh.
20 seconds to the minimum.
Gotcha.
oh man.
Stars going to win it all. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'll go Stars. I'll go Stars Bruins Stanley Cup.
Wow, that's strong.
Stars get it.
I mean, that's the top 2 seeds, so it's pretty.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm rocking with.
There you go. I'll
That's what
say,
I'm rocking with.
yeah, you talked me into it.
Yeah.
Down with the Bruins.
Colorado, Dallas, Western Conference Finals.
Oh, the Avalanche.
See,
Why
I
did
was-
why did I not
The
say the
Avs,
Avalanche?
yeah.
I was going to say Dallas, Vancouver, which Vancouver's one in the,
The
West.
Grizzlies.
We're one
I'm
in the
joking.
Central. But that's
Which
who,
hockey
that's
is
who
interesting.
would be 1 and 2 in the West.
Hockey's interesting. They do what basketball should do.
Yes, they do.
It means so the first 4 seeds in hockey, first place in another division has to be first or second. First place in the other division has to be first or second. Second place has to be third or fourth. Second place has to be
Oh, that's
third or
genius.
fourth.
Technically, the NBA does the same thing, but
Yeah, because there's only 2.
it's the division winners, and then
no, I
No,
thought it was
no,
just,
that's wrong.
I believe
no,
it
I think
is.
it's just the seat. Like it's,
oh no, you're right.
No,
It's just
that's-
records.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
just totally record.
yeah,
They used to do it
it's-
that way, maybe.
maybe.
No,
I don't know.
It's the only sport that winning your division
Yeah,
means
so
nothing.
who even cares?
Yeah, I don't. I could
I don't
not
even know
tell
why
you
there. I think there's only divisions for scheduling.
Yeah.
I think we play in the Pacific Division
Dude, as much as you
for the
like
Clippers.
As much as you like FIFA, you would love NHL video games, dude. They rule.
Really?
The NHL
So much
hockey
fun.
video game, dude. I was ranked like top 10,000 in the world at one point.
Were you
I
really?
don't know. There might be only 10,000 people
Yeah,
playing,
maybe.
There's
but I
10,001.
was. But I was pretty good.
Now people love that game. It
It's a
rules.
great game. Great game.
It rules.
All right.
Now what?
Next up,
We've got enough.
NFL.
Ooh.
Just roll that
All
time over.
Ooh.
Who wants to
Ooh.
start?
Draft's coming up.
Oh well, we never got to
We
talk
never
about the
touched
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah,
I want to say this very quickly.
Okay.
I
Taylor
hate,
Swift was iconic. No, I'm joking.
I hate being a prisoner of the moment, but the older I get, the more I'm cool with it. Like, I think when I was younger, I was more pretentious, and I was like, no, things suck. But I think that was the greatest Super Bowl ever. I think it was, for sure, the greatest Super Bowl halftime show ever, and I think it was the greatest night in the history of sports. If you combine
Wow.
all of it as a spectacle together, I think you would have a hard time finding that much of the entire world who would enjoy a thing as much as the whole world loved this Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean,
I have not heard a single.
Man, that's a hell of a take.
Like, even people that don't care anything about sports loved the halftime show
I-
so
I-
much. They
I
loved the
can-
Taylor Swift
that's
of it
true.
all.
My wife was losing her mind over the.
I can
the
pretty
halftime
much
show.
guarantee
I
there's
was
no
too.
way it was the best night in the history of sports.
Well, yeah, there
Give me
was
a- give
there
me a
was
better
a.
night.
I mean, I can't give off the dome, but it was not
The
that
only other night
spectacular.
that's even comparable to me, not better, but that more people were tuned into, was the night of the NBA Finals,
That's where I was going.
the Knicks versus Rockets, O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
the
no, there
only
was
day
one-
that's comparable.
It's like,
I mean, why? Like, what? Like, don't give me some Usher. That's not anything
That's
to do with
1000%.
sports. No, it's nothing to do with
but
sports.
the entire world was watching it.
You can't base it off of how many people watched.
That's all my argument is. All
You
I
said it was the
is-
greatest night in the
and
history
I,
of sports.
And I specified in terms of it being a spectacle that everyone enjoyed.
You do understand that every year they break the record for the most watched game of all time. Every single year it gets broken.
This is the dumbest argument we've ever had.
I'm confused.
And
So,
we've had some dumb ones.
so was
So
last year?
what Super Bowl do you think people enjoyed more than this?
I mean, it was a good Super Bowl. Like it was
Prince,
good.
maybe?
I don't. The viewership of it doesn't really necessarily.
The women in our office who do not watch sports were going on and on
yeah,
about
they-
it.
They were all about it.
About what?
About
the
how
game.
great it was.
I'm trying to remember. There was a day where there was like an NBA final game, an MLB. There was like a bunch of championship games like in series that just kind of.
No, I guess
I
I'm
could
just
do
I'm
NBA
just
and
asking
NHL.
what was so
Yeah.
special about the game. It was good, but what give me what was so special about the game?
We got this close to the first double overtime of all time.
It's true.
Did you not enjoy the game?
It was good. It was good.
Okay. Also, I have a hot take. I think Taylor Swift fans knew more about the overtime rules
They
than
may
the
have.
49ers did.
They may have.
Also, and here's why I say this, because I've been having them pop up on Facebook. So many 49er fans claiming that it's rigged because of the – so two things here. They say there was an illegal man downfield. He was engaged blocking, so it wasn't an illegal man downfield. And also they were like, that's a penalty, 10-second runoff, and the game's over. It's like, no, that's not how this works.
It's just the end of a quarter.
It's just the end of a quarter, yeah. Which, furthermore, I think with the new overtime rules, let's just stop keeping time other than the play clock.
I actually am on board with
just
them
let it
on
be
that,
overtime, when it's in that situation.
I think I agree with you.
My one Super Bowl comment.
Tabs wants to call in.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Here
I
we
don't know that we have time for that.
Okay.
No offense, Tebs. Anyways, my one comment on the Super Bowl that I will make is Shanahan, the front office, the players can give any reasoning, any comment, make any statement they would like. They screwed up.
Oh, absolutely.
Any reason they gave was just me trying not to sound stupid. It's the wrong choice. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. It was wrong. You don't play for the third possession. There's never going to be a third possession because, A, you've now given Patrick Mahomes the ability to go for on every fourth down, which they would, which they did.
And he would get
which they did.
every time.
They got the one, which they wouldn't have went for had they had the ball first.
Yep.
They'd have punted.
They would have punted.
Number two, there's no chance in hell that a team in that position doesn't go for two.
1,000%.
Obviously, they're going to go for two.
They said they practice it in the preseason.
Also, even if you didn't know those rules, the referee announces it before you choose what you're choosing.
My goodness.
If nothing else, you have a moment. Because I had the same moment. I was like, oh, crap, I forgot about the playoff rules. If nothing else, you do the same thing. You're like, oh, I'm going to kick.
It is as close to a fireable offense that I can even think of. I'm serious. I know that's dramatic. But there is the sole purpose of the head coach in the NFL, the sole purpose, and I'm Mr. Coaches can't change, they don't play. They do have one major implication on the game. They are the game manager.
Yep.
They're supposed to keep tracks of timeouts, keep track of the clock, and keep track of the rules.
Yeah.
And he negated all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they lost because of that, but I'm saying that a little bit of them lost because of that.
Yeah, it's a big factor.
It was a horrible mistake.
Kind of lost because of it.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm not saying they would have won had it been the other way. I'm saying, but yeah, they definitely lost because of that.
Yeah. Well, and it's not because NFL Films even got the hot, they got the
hot
mic on Shanahan.
Mahomes was like, what?
Well, no.
Oh, yeah.
On Shanahan, he was like, hey, we want the ball. So it wasn't even like he could blame the players like, oh, man, he just made a decision that yada, yada, yada. But you can see Mahomes' face when they say, we want the ball. Like, it was one of those that if they'd have been like, we want the ball, he'd been like, nope, can't take that back. You want the ball. You want the ball. You know?
Tebs, I would like for you to name me 2 of the songs Prince played during his halftime show. I think you're saying it because it's Prince.
Purple Rain.
He played Purple Rain in the Rain. That's fire.
Purple Rain remix. And
that's fire.
But no, I definitely think, and it shows you the difference in coaching levels between Shanahan and Andy Reid. Every single player on that Chiefs team knew when it comes to overtime, we want the second possession. If we have to score to tie it up, we are going for 2 and we're going to end the game.
It was just known
because
how fire would that would have been if we would have got to see them have to go for 2?
Every Thursday at Sam, we had situational Thursday, and we worked on the craziest crap. We practiced our lateral play. We practiced everything. We had our 2-point play ready. There was no surprises once you got to there.
99% of you'll never ever do, but just if you ever have to.
Yeah. We never ran our Hail Mary play one time, but we knew how to do it.
Another thing is, you're telling me in the 2 weeks leading up, you had 2 weeks to
we never talked about overtime.
Never talked about overtime.
Yeah.
Not one time.
Crazy.
That's a bit wild.
That is
how ironic that they changed the rule to go against Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
And then he still
gets
benefited from it.
Dread it, run from it.
It's hilarious.
By the way, while we still got a couple minutes here, your boy's about to get $60 million plus a year.
Oh yeah, Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's all relative.
About to reset the market.
That means that it's not as big of a deal as everyone makes it. The cap changes every couple years. It's all relative. That just means in 3 years that Mahomes is going to get 85.
Yeah, he is going to get 85.
We had the same dance a couple years ago. Yes.
And I hated that one.
It sounds
and
like
how much have we accomplished since then?
It sounds like a lot. But
what have we done since then?
It's either we pay him that or we cut him and we still have to pay him that.
Yeah.
So there's really not a. We might as well just accept it.
Or you could just let the contract end.
Yeah,
and move on with life.
But then it's probably going to cost you more. Playing devil's advocate here.
I'm saying eventually don't keep re-signing him.
Saying.
Stop giving him extensions.
I get what you're saying.
Let him play out his contract.
That's what they did with
And
Mike
then tell him to
McCarthy.
go the hell off. Go get out of here. Go somewhere with that. Someone will pay him that, and that's great. If they like it, I love it. But how many times can you lose in the first round by giving this man as much money as possible? We could lose in the first round for half of that. We could lose in the first round for half of that. Baker Mayfield won in the first round on half of that.
That's fair. I mean, I just can't.
The whole time you were doing that, I was on Ryan's camera.
I'm just not purposely being worse at quarterback. That's fair. I'm just not going to purposely
I will
do
say
it.
it only lasted like 4 days, but for a 4-day span, he was with me.
Yeah, it was sour, but
Speaking of purposely worse at quarterback, the Bears going to get rid of Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's
I mean,
the move.
that's a different situation. But
Oh, yeah. I mean,
we don't have the number 1 pick. We're not ever going to have the number 1 pick.
Okay.
They're also
no,
saying
you're
that
right,
they're
you're
also
right,
saying that
you're
Caleb
right.
Williams might be the greatest draft prospect in the history of football.
they
Which I don't
also-
agree with,
They
but
also
that's
said
what
that
they're
about
saying.
Ryan Leaf.
I'm just saying.
And
but
Jamarcus Russell.
the Cowboys are not in a position where that's going to be in the realm of possibilities.
You're right.
Nor do I want it to be. We
you're right.
got way too loaded in the young category with Micah, CD, Deron Bland, Ferguson, all these young guys to be tanking.
No, you're right.
So if we're just going to be in this freaking
just
sucky
keep
limbo,
doing
I don't know.
Falcons are going to win the division next year.
Maybe.
Book it.
I'd love for Justin
Book
Fields
it.
to be a Falcon.
Oh, me too.
I'd love that.
If Justin Fields becomes a Falcon,
he's going back.
I
We
may
got 30 with
I may
33
just
seconds.
sneak on back down to Atlanta.
Yeah,
I
you're
am ready
going
for the
back.
draft. I am ready for the combine. I like both of those.
That's always fun to watch.
You know,
Do y'all dislike Caleb Williams as much as I do?
I don't
Caleb
think
Williams.
he's
Yeah,
going to be
okay,
good
cool.
at all.
I actually hope he busts.
I wouldn't draft him or Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May is kind of just in the
He's-
I'm a prototypical
Unfortunately,
looking
I wouldn't
quarterback.
draft Jaden Daniels either, though. Love him to death, but
I
you
think
can't.
Michael Penix
I
is
don't
the
know.
one in
I
this
don't know.
draft.
That boy's going to get lit up in the NFL. Have
Maybe.
you seen how hard he gets hit in
Maybe.
college?
Yeah.
All right,
and I
next-
think
next
if Caleb
category.
Williams goes to Chicago, he's going to get destroyed.
Next category.
All right, here we go.
I like that we're like on PTI time. Like,
Yeah,
time
no,
stops,
that's the
you gotta
rule.
end.
That's the rule.
Soccer.
We got soccer. Okay, soccer. So we got to talk about 7 minutes of soccer. We did get lucky that
I've
the
gotta go use
MLS
the restroom
starts
real
tonight.
quick. I'm playing.
I was about to say, this
Corey-
is my time to go to the bathroom. Not
Corey brought up to us that the MLS does kick off tonight,
MLS does start tonight. Inter Miami versus some team that's going to lose.
which Messi plays for Inter Miami now.
Yeah, Messi, a whole bunch of like league guys
Yeah.
have come over. U.S. is kind of they've been talking about when the World Cup's on our home field, got some added motivation to win.
I like
And I'm like, guys, if you hadn't had motivation, this is the biggest soccer tournament in the world.
I would say I am not a soccer fan. I respect how big the World Cup is. I've actually been to a professional soccer game at the Cotton Bowl. It was Real Madrid and AC Roma.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it was awesome. It was pretty cool. So
They're athletes, dude.
if it's doable, like if it's not just crazy expensive, or if I'm even able to get tickets,
Yeah.
I would love to go to a World Cup game at Jerry
Oh, me
World.
too.
For sure.
Me
I
too.
think that'd be cool.
Can you guess?
It'd be one to knock off the bucket list.
Can you guess how many teams have better odds to win the World Cup
Is
than
it
the
20?
USA?
It's 26.
Yes.
Okay.
there's
So
eight-
what
eight
number
groups
do you
of
think they're
4.
ranked?
Oh God.
11th.
I mean,
He's got 11.
I would say 15th.
10th. You were very close.
Wow.
Plus 3,300.
Nice.
So
I mean,
who-
they've got.
can I? We have time. Trust me.
Yeah.
Can I try to guess the 9
Yes,
in front of
I
us?
was going to ask you if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go Brazil.
Yep.
I will go Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
I will go France.
Yep.
Germany.
Mbappe.
Yep.
Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
Italy.
Yes.
Oh,
England.
Yes.
what's England? They
The-
like 8.
The Netherlands.
Yes.
Netherlands are always.
That was
up.
the one I didn't know
So
if you were
that's
going to get.
8. So I got one more. I want to try to guess it without missing
if
one.
it's the thing I think you're missing, it's a team
It's a
that's
big one?
usually in there, yeah.
Argentina, France.
And maybe you said them and I didn't hear it, but
No, I've counted 8.
yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
France, Argentina, Germany, Italy, England,
Oh.
Portugal, the Netherlands.
I think I know.
You got it? Give him another second.
Brazil. Dang. I don't want to. I don't want to ask any questions because I did so well.
You did very well.
Don't tell it to him. If he doesn't get it, I want to guess.
And don't check the comments.
I have two. My computer actually died. I have
cool.
two. I have two guests that I know are in the top 12 or 13.
Okay.
I just don't know if they're ninth or
Okay.
not.
Throw them both at us.
I don't want to miss one. I did so well.
And then pick the one you feel the best about. I think he's gonna get it.
I don't think I am.
I really feel.
I feel good about two of them. Belgium,
Right behind us.
Oh
They're the one behind
Uruguay.
us.
no, Spain.
It was Spain.
Oh, dude!
I was sitting there like,
oh,
come on,
that's
man.
terrible.
Yeah,
Come
it was
on,
Spain.
man.
What are they? They're probably 6th or 7th, 8th. Yeah.
They're,
Yeah. England's
No,
third.
Spain is 5th.
Spain. That's a bad one to miss.
England's third.
It's France.
I got the Netherlands and I didn't get Spain.
So technically, France and Brazil are plus 50. Or
France
plus
has got
550 each.
France has got Mbappe. So as long as they got him,
Well,
it's-
they went to the World Cup last year.
yeah,
or
which
last
was
time.
a instant classic.
Yeah,
It
you want
was
to talk about the greatest
phenomenal.
nights in sports history? You have to go to the World Cup.
I'm telling you, last year's World Cup final.
No,
go
that's
back
fair.
and rewatch
More
it.
people across the
More
world.
people watch
You're
that.
Right.
Okay,
You're right.
think about it this way: if the
I'm just messing
NFL,
with you.
if the NFL stopped in the middle of their season,
They're on to
creepy.
us.
if the NFL stopped in the middle of their season, sent all the players to their native countries, and then played a tournament, which it would just be all the America.
I think America would win.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
That's
like,
why I'm ready for flag football in the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's
But
gonna be
think
fun.
if the whole
Dudes from Turkey covering Tyreek Hill. What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
that's the reason the World Cup is so great is because
they can use their hands.
that's the reason World Cup is so great is because there's no other soccer being played.
No, I agree with
I
that.
mean, it is-
the international
Community.
devotion to the devotion to international play in soccer is better than any sport. It's great.
Well,
I love that.
it's a world game. It's,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no, I love that. No, I'm saying that like
Football
basketball,
is-
like NBA players, they don't necessarily go, I'm going to play in the Olympics. No,
Yeah.
no, soccer, we're playing.
Yeah,
you're
it
playing
is-
for your country.
yeah.
I like that.
For
Tabs
sure.
let us know that Messi had an assist tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I'm,
Hey, my one soccer tidbit that I was going to throw in tonight. We're talking about international deals. Hey,
I just
the clock keeper over here, he's got it under control.
that's fair.
I'm waiting for that. Burn, burn, burn.
so-
you know.
Brazil and Mexico, I think it got announced today. They are going to play an international friendly at Kyle Field this summer.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait. What
I
two
think
teams?
that's Brazil and Mexico.
Okay.
I think that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Mexico's odds are
World Cup's next year, right?
26.
5,000.
So 2 years.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
wait
funny
that
you
long?
said Belgium and Uruguay. They were the two behind us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I knew that I
Yeah.
would be close. but
Them waffles
and then
they're
Mexico
pretty.
is next.
Belgium
They're
waffles, yeah,
usually pretty.
waffles and soccer.
Yeah,
and
they're pretty
chocolate. Don't they
usually
do
good.
chocolate in Belgium?
Tevs,
Yeah, I
didn't
think
we
so.
have a teammate from Belgium? He'll let me know. In the
Baseball
chat.
guy from Belgium?
I'm pretty sure.
Seems random.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure he was a
Um,
pitcher.
But yeah, Kyle Field, that'll be cool. I hope it'd be cool if they packed it out.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome. I mean, soccer is just a cool sport, especially when you see it played at the highest level.
Again, I respect it.
Dude.
I respect it. It's not my cup of tea, but I do respect
the
it.
back and forth of France,
just winning 1-0.
Argentina.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah,
Nice.
The back and forth of just
France,
winning
Argentina
1-0
was amazing.
Yeah, 1-0.
Well, it just makes it
That's
that
fire.
a
much.
steamer.
It makes it that much.
It's like that's why hockey's great because it's the exact same thing, but the score's 6-5.
Right.
Dude, did you see the one where they had 17
we,
goals?
We had 8 touchdowns, and
Right.
we won by 1. It was awesome. Tyler hasn't taken a breath in 6 minutes. But in soccer, it's like, hell, I didn't even watch the first half.
Dude, I'm telling you,
You know what I mean?
when it's World Cup time, I'm glued.
I do like the World Cup. I really
And
do.
I get what you're saying, but it is fun to watch a game, especially when they get past the group stage. I'm not that big into the group stage. Once they get in the knockout rounds, that's when it's like,
I was all about America.
oh, dude,
like,
yeah. When we played those boys that we dumped all their tea, boy, I was in it.
Well,
It was 1776 all over again for me.
I'm the least patriotic person I know, but I'll ride for some USA
Bro,
soccer.
I will salute.
We-
I'm in it.
they might have won that battle, but we've definitely won the war. Grand scheme.
It was a tie.
Big. No, I'm saying like the Revolutionary
Oh,
War.
yeah. I'm talking about the World Cup game. We
No,
tied.
right,
We tied
I get
England. Pulisic,
Who'd we lose to? The Netherlands?
yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they rocked our
The old,
stuff.
the old Dutch.
They're very good.
The
Very
Dutch.
good. Yeah, Pulisic sacrificed his groin for us to tie
He
against
did. I forgot about
the
Pulisic.
Brits.
Pulisic.
I love him. He's solid. I'm hoping we can get everybody back. Kind of.
Who
Hey,
was
this
the
is our
dude,
year.
Clint Dempsey?
Clint
Is that his
Dempsey,
name? Dude, I used to love
Dempsey,
him.
Landon Donovan.
Oh, they were fun to
Howard,
watch.
the goalie. He was,
How,
my God,
dude,
yes.
Howard World Cup before last was
Uh-huh.
a dog.
Oh my
He rolled.
gosh, yes.
Who was the?
I was really into that team.
Who was the black guy we had? Josie Altidore.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
Josie.
just naming all these names. I'm naming all these names from FIFA.
Josie.
I was into FIFA.
Yeah. Oh, I love FIFA.
Love FIFA.
I'll still play
FIFA
FIFA
rules,
to this
yeah.
day. So
Hey, we made it a lot longer in soccer
We
than we
did.
did like golf and hockey.
yeah, I'm kind of impressed.
All right,
did. Shout
I
out
think
to
that's
us.
probably good.
Okay, I'm gonna go spin the wheel. Here we go.
I'm having a blast.
By soccer.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun.
All right, so we've got NBA, college football, and college baseball left.
Okay.
If it hits college baseball, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
It's cool that it eliminates it afterwards.
College football.
Oh,
Okay.
he's going through and clicking it off.
yeah, I
I'm
had
like,
the choice
okay.
afterwards.
College football. So the big news this week,
I'm still gonna
obviously,
go pee.
is the playoff format.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? Gigantic fan.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, we said it was a absolute necessity that they take out. Well, what was the Pac-12? They had to take that out. So now, my understanding of it is that the top four, the four highest ranked conference champs, that's seeds 1 through 4. Okay, the fifth
It's
highest
always
ranked,
Notre Dame.
Yes, but my understanding of it was, so if it's not Notre Dame, it's going to be a group of 5 team. So a group of 5 team is going to get to host.
Yeah. So I'm trying to go back.
Right?
And
Is that
see-
correct?
Yes.
So they're going to be the 5th seed. So let's say hypothetically it's Sam Houston, okay? Or let's go Boise. Let's say it's Boise. So Boise wins their conference. They're ranked 17th. That's the 5th highest ranked conference champ. They're the 5th seed.
This year it would have been. Sorry, I'm trying to go back and look at what the rankings were.
It would have
This
been
year,
Liberty,
It would have been Liberty.
I think.
Yeah,
of 5?
it looks like it. Yeah,
Probably Liberty.
dude, Liberty
So
hosts.
Liberty
hosting?
hosts a playoff game. That was my understanding of it.
That
I think
would
that's
roll.
correct. But they would play 12, right? So 5 versus 12.
Yes.
6 versus 11, and so on and so forth.
7 versus yes.
That would be
That's-
sick.
That would roll. Speaking of, did you see that like badass Liberty receiver going to LSU?
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
that's gonna roll.
Nice.
But yeah, dude, I'm super here for it.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
I'm trying to.
I'm all about it.
I meant to make a note of what the 12 would have been this year, but I don't have it.
Well, the first 4 seeds would have been Texas, Bama, Michigan, and
Washington,
Washington,
and then
which is what it was.
and then it would have been.
Well, but also the ACC champ in that scenario would be 5th. So
Oh, okay.
Florida State would have been 5th.
Yeah.
So it's
And they'd have got rocked.
the top 5 would have been what it was actually.
Have you seen how whack the new Alabama is? Have you been on Twitter and seen all those videos?
Yeah.
That is-
I haven't. Fill me in.
Let me try to find a video of it for you. That it's rough.
Yes, but I am all for the I'm all for the expanded playoffs. Obviously, I was a part of the only playoffs in Division I football at the time, 24-team deal, and it was awesome. Every week it was just playing, and then afterwards watching who you were going to play. It just was really cool. And then obviously there's going to be some committee part to it, but you're going to lose that committee feel.
When it makes the championship that much bigger.
For sure. No, the committee matters, and obviously they set the rankings and all that, but you lose. There's not a lot of argument whether we're 12th or 13th.
Yeah.
The 5th best team in the country can win the national championship. The 13th best, probably not.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if you lost 3 times, not a huge argument. You don't have a
Yeah.
huge case. I think that it's going to promote better preseason games, better non-conference games, and I think that them putting Texas in, because of the Bama win, I think
Huge.
that was kind of them saying, "Hey, you guys need to schedule some legit games."
Exactly. And they really set the precedent with that choice.
And
Along with the Florida State non-inclusion.
and with the Big Ten, SEC super conferences, you're gonna have some situations where 4 SEC teams are getting in.
Oh, yeah.
and that's how it should be.
I mean, what top 4 in the SEC last year was Georgia, Bama,
Who's
LSU.
I'm
were
not
they?
listening. What?
Top 4 teams in the SEC last year: Georgia, Bama, LSU,
Tennessee.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, probably.
Ole Miss. Oh, look at me.
Yeah,
Look at-
look at it.
Dude, Ole Miss might rule next year.
Lane
I think Ole Miss
Kiffin.
might
See
be
how
really
the
good.
transfer portal thing actually
Yeah.
works out, but they look like they might be really good. I sent you
Yeah.
some tweets. Go look at how
All right, I'm on it now.
it's Alabama football's looking wild. It's like,
Well, DeBoer is the first Alabama coach with Twitter.
and it's
It's kind of badass.
a shame.
Saban said, "I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I ain't
Stop-
doing it.
So quit asking.
I'm not gonna do it. So quit asking."
It's rough. It looks like I can't even describe how rough it is.
What in the?
They're gonna be awful.
Oh, I wouldn't
gonna
say
be
that.
awful.
No, I
They're
disagree.
swan jumping.
I disagree.
I do want to point out, I was the only one here. Y'all told me I was bugging to think they would ever hire that man, and they did hire that man to be their new coach. And I'm starting to think it was a bad idea.
I hate it for him, man.
Corey, he feels bad they just barely missed out on Jeff Traylor, but
They were close. Real close.
The next college football thing that I want to talk about, obviously the playoffs great, whatever. But most importantly, let's talk about NCAA release
Yes.
in July.
It's happening.
They finally released
The
a
teaser.
trailer.
oh, it ruled.
Oh man, it
got
got
me
the
fired
chills. Got the chills going down my back. I could really feel like, okay, I
I'm
knew
ready
it
to
was
roll.
legit. I believed it was going to happen, obviously, but now I'm like, all right, it's game time.
I'm ready to roll.
Literally and figuratively, it's
The
game
thing
time.
we're most excited for, go. Road to Glory or Dynasty?
Probably with the way recruiting has changed since NCAA 14, I would say probably Dynasty.
So I've always been a Dynasty guy. over
However, Road to
career.
Glory and decide
I
what
mean, that
NIL
also-
deals I want.
I would love Road to
Nah, I'm
Glory.
signing with them. I get bigger money,
Someone brought
You
up
get
on
bigger money. You buy better like skill stuff
Yeah.
with it.
someone brought up on Twitter.
more drip. I have cooler cleats.
Yeah, but someone brought up on Twitter, and I'm very nervous that this might be the case. But you know, like the way 2K works now, and same with MLB The Show,
You
and
have to buy NIL money.
what if it's an in-app purchase? What if you
That's
have to buy the NIL?
disgusting.
That's gonna. It's probably. I mean, the way like MLB The Show and all those
There
are
will
like,
be with Ultimate
you
Team,
don't. Yeah,
but
yeah.
but with you're talking about with Dynasty and
I'm-
Road to Glory.
Yes.
Nah,
surely not. Surely not.
Surely not.
But yeah, for Ultimate Team it will.
Surely not.
But dude, the NCAA Ultimate Team rules. It's so dope.
I never played
you,
it.
You can get like 2011 Tyrann Mathieu. Like
I know Aaron
Yeah,
Hernandez
it's
was
super
on
dope.
it. He was.
He was.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was.
He was.
He was.
Won't be on this one, but
That guy
he
was.
was on that one.
That guy
Probably
was
not.
killer.
He was.
He was
I'm
killer.
surprised Corey didn't make that.
He was
joke.
killer.
You didn't.
Yeah,
you
but-
went and got Cheetos. That's what
I,
you went
yeah,
to
I
do.
did go
am,
against Cheetos.
I am very, very,
I peed and
very,
then went and got Cheetos.
very, 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 very excited to play with Sam Houston.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at the stadium.
Okay.
I'm gonna see our banner. I'm gonna see our deal. That'll be pretty cool for me.
So-
I hate that I missed being in it.
Yeah.
But with Team
That is
Builder
kind of
and
a bummer.
all that, I'm gonna spend a ridiculous
I was about
amount
to
of
say, you're
time
gonna be in it.
perfecting the roster from how we had it.
I'm about to
So
say you're going to
that'll be
build
fun.
your
Oh yeah,
okay,
100%.
nice.
That's
And then
gonna
I'm gonna take Sam Houston. I'm gonna lead us to our second national title.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I have
Gonna
seen
be a part of all of
Recruited.
them.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna be there.
I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok, but people will go on there and be like the top 5 teams to rebuild.
And Sam Houston's
Sam
always
Houston's
on
number
it.
one.
That's cool.
always on it.
I don't know, every time I see it, I'm like, oh,
That's
that's
very
dope.
cool.
That's
Who
super dope.
who here is going to take A&M Commerce? Are you going to do A&M Commerce?
Bro, I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
they'll
I
be
might
on
do
there.
it. Yeah, they're Division 1 now.
No, they're not. They're,
do
it's
they
not
not have
confirmed.
the-
It's not confirmed
Okay.
that FCS is going to be on
Gotcha.
there.
Gotcha. That would be cool.
Back in the old days, like I think they stopped in maybe 07.
They used to have them. Yeah.
They used to have them.
Well,
It's not.
it's
confirmed,
harder
though.
now because they're going to have to track down all the, the roster, the kids,
Yeah.
build the team,
I don't know. It's not confirmed.
And
yet.
it may
I
not
saw
be
that
in
it was
this one, but
mentioned.
it may be like,
Yeah. Yeah. My biggest hope, like I have no doubt that Dynasty and Road to Glory, like all that's gonna be great. I just don't want it to be.
you don't want to mute yourself first?
I'm making them at
I'm
night.
making them at night.
the
Corey's
grilled
eating
cheeses.
Cheetos yeah, I'm making them at night.
What are you doing with that grilled cheese, Danny? Anyways,
What you doing with that cheese, Danny?
There you go.
but my biggest hope is that it's not just a Madden copy.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
don't
not,
think it will be.
It's not the Madden engine.
It
it's
is the
just-
Madden engine.
But it doesn't
Yes.
look exact. Like
So they've had a whole separate team that had nothing to do with Madden making this one, so it shouldn't be. It
Okay.
should be its own
Okay,
own
cool.
thing, which
and
we
also,
desperately need
like,
because
I want it to be fun. Like
yeah,
I think I'm not saying Madden's not fun.
It's
It
not,
is,
though.
but Madden is very it's very you can't just like be good at it. Like you have to.
my biggest
I'm
my
not trying to
biggest
sound like a
problem-
baby. Like obviously you have to be good, but Madden is so user like oh, I could do all this, and I know how to do all this, and
To me, the biggest problem with Madden, especially if you're like a franchise player, like I was talking about, the amount of time you have to spend messing with sliders.
Yeah.
Make each difficulty how it's supposed to be, or let's like not do this.
Well,
You got to change the sliders forever, and it's like
And I
just
hope
make
the-
your game how it should be played.
45
And I
don't
want the
understand.
gameplay's quick. Like, I want it snappy. I don't want to feel like I'm trudging through mud in the actual gameplay. You know what I mean?
I want to bring back. Were y'all around or playing at the time where you could change the prices of like concession stands and stuff?
Yeah.
I want
I
to
do
bring
remember
that
that.
back.
I remember
10-year-old Tyler was doing like accounting. Like
I remember. I remember when you would you could do custom fans and
Oh,
write
yeah.
stuff,
that was
write
dope.
stuff on the poster
You'd have
boards.
a sign and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
want to
dope.
know what you had them.
Tyler sucks or like something like that. That's pretty funny.
That's what mine said. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right. 15 seconds. We
College
good?
basketball
College
is the worst
football.
sport in the world, you know.
College football. Who's winning
I'm-
it next year? 10 seconds.
Texas.
I don't know.
They've made a lot of moves in the transfer portal.
I guess Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss will be fun.
I think
Georgia.
Texas is a fun pick. I don't know.
Georgia, maybe.
All right.
All right.
Next one we've
There
got.
we
We've got.
go.
So we got college baseball or
And NBA.
NBA. Okay.
And the wheel has decided it is NBA.
NBA.
Also, I do think after we're done with these parts, because I don't know that we'll do 10 minutes on either, I would like to let
We
Tebs
might.
call in.
we might.
All right.
You think you got 10 minutes of college baseball in you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Are
Okay.
they playing yet? No, I'm playing.
I could talk for 10 minutes about how crappy the NBA is.
I knew.
And I could talk for 30 minutes about how pointless, stupid, just absolute waste of time the All-Star weekend is.
I knew that was going to
The
happen.
dunk contest sucks.
Yeah.
The game is, I mean, I would get more
Pointless.
entertainment of watching Corey and Tyler play one-on-one for 2 hours rather than watching that crappy. I mean,
How about this? How about double or nothing on the waffle challenge, one-on-one, me and Corey?
Ooh.
If
well,
I
do,
win,
do you both think that you would win personally? Like, do you think you'd win, and do you think you'd win?
he tells me all the time he would beat me.
I
But
think
then
I think I could take him.
Then we very slowly, very half-heartedly played one time, and you word for word were like, "Yeah, I wouldn't be beating you."
I think if I could control the time of possession, bang down low,
right.
wear him down.
Yeah, but even
I
then, you
think I
still
could-
have to make your hook shot. You still have to make your
Oh,
post shot.
buddy.
First of
I would
all,
hit
I'm
a
going to
drop
make two
step on
comments
you.
here. Number one, this proves that the NBA sucks because we're now literally talking
True.
about Corey and Tyler playing one-on-one.
True.
Number two, as the winner of the waffle challenge, the bucket of death, I condone said double or nothing if that's what we want to do.
Are you in?
I condone that. I'm okay with that.
Let me think about it.
You can- okay.
Anyways, yeah.
So-
NBA, how do you fix the All-Star game, Tyler? Do you not have it? Do you
Unfortunately, it's a problem of two things. One, it's become just a celebrity weekend event, and the players, I think, are super into that. And two, somebody had brought up on the Le Batard show today, which I thought was a really good point. It has only been this way for not even a decade now, because you go back to the Kobe years and stuff, and dude, Kobe, there's a reason why he
Yeah.
won 6 NBA or All-Star game MVPs. But back then they were all taken that serious. And the point they brought up, I believe it was Amin Al-Hassan, who was a GM not a GM, but in a front office for a long time. He was like, well, the face of the league at the time was Kobe. And when he set the tone immediately, everyone was like, oh, crap, we're actually playing.
Yeah.
LeBron doesn't really seem to care about the All-Star game.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't care, why does anyone else care? I think you're just eventually – it's going to be this way for a while, because even if you get past – when LeBron eventually retires, if the face of the league is Giannis or Luka, they don't care either. So I don't know.
Luka does not
Luka
care at
couldn't
all.
care less.
He
He
couldn't
barely
care.
showed up.
He could not
So-
care less. Maybe if you add it, they want the whole pay to play kind of thing. I don't agree with that, but maybe if there were incentives based on how you did in the All-Star
So
game.
I saw the coolest alternative that I saw and you could add money into this so that it would be you create like a King of the Hill type deal where it's 3-on-3, winner stays, and whoever's at the top of the ladder, whoever gets the most wins in the night, they win money.
Didn't the NHL essentially do something similar to
The
that?
NHL, it became like
A 3-on-3 kind of thing?
it was like a tournament.
Yeah, that rules.
Yeah.
Do that.
So
That sounds dope.
I have an idea.
I don't know. I just think, and I'll let you go in just one
Yeah,
second.
you're good,
But the NFL Pro Bowl was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They completely scrapped it. They said we're going to add dodgeball. We're going to add the skills challenge. Those are going to
Closest
count
to
as
the pin.
those are going to count as points in the real game, dude. We don't care who wins the East-West All-Star
don't
game.
care
at all. Yeah.
I would much rather watch LeBron James hit a golf ball
Yeah.
and that give them 1 point in the game
That's
or
fair.
whatever.
Yep.
That's way more fun to me. And it's supposed to be fun. Like I don't
You lost it again.
I don't know. I think it should either be a complete break, like let them have that week off, or make it so lax that they actually are like, you know what?
enjoy it.
Let's competitively have fun.
My potentially bad take: the MLB All-Star Weekend rules. Everyone loves the home run derby. Even the game itself is fun. Like, so if they don't have any problem, granted, baseball is
Home
a
run
very,
derby
like,
is fun for
Yeah.
sure.
What were you gonna say though?
So here's my thought. I think you take out of the East-West All-Stars, you take four teams, two from each division, and you incorporate the Big Three into the NBA. You start a Big Three style tournament, East versus West. You make sure you play East versus East, West versus West, and then the two winners match up in the championship game. Winner of that game gets cash prize, also home court advantage in the NBA Finals.
Did y'all ever
It's
play?
too. That's how baseball used to be, and I think that's way too.
Too much for an All-Star
It's
game.
too much.
Did y'all
It's
ever
too much.
So
play-
the only thing I would say about that is if you want them to actually play, you have to put something on the line.
But
It
I'm
has to
really
mean
freaking
something.
pissed if I'm the Celtics.
Yeah.
And like, whoever's not playing hard. Like, guys, I know this doesn't matter for you.
Yeah.
But this is gonna matter for us.
That's true.
So that'd be my argument to that.
What were you gonna say, Tyler?
Did y'all ever play NBA Street back in the day?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was kind of similar. You would pick two guys from each team,
Yep.
and then once you started beating teams, I can take one of y'all. I can take one
Yeah.
of y'all. Like, do it that
I
way.
think
That'd be fun.
I think to your point, so if you're gonna split it up East, West, pick two captains in the East, two captains in the West, you decide who the All-Stars are, and then it's a draft. I think the drafts, they've done that in the past, but I think the drafts are kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not mad at the drafts.
They're
Yeah,
all right.
it's
yeah.
cool.
They scrapped it because, like I said, it just became a brother-in-law event.
It
you
became
know?
a little tampering.
Yeah, there were some tamperoonies out there.
While we still got a few minutes, the Dallas Mavericks right now,
They're hot.
I think this is the most fun Mavs team
They're
in
hot.
I don't even know how
Made
long.
some great moves at the trade deadline.
We have prayed for times like having a big duo of Lively and Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford rules. And we got him for nothing. That dude rules. I wish you'd make more.
Sorry, guys.
The PJ Washington trade rule, that was the most competent I've ever seen a Mavs trade deadline.
Yep. I asked you more info about those guys from what I've seen in the 3 games that they've played, 4 games that they played. Seems like we've got some guys with some high motors, play
Yeah.
some defense, get some rebounds, and score a little points in the process. And so
what I think might be the biggest thing in the grand scheme of things is the question was always like, how high of a seed would you have to be for Luka to have a chance at the MVP? I think they can get it done now. I think you have to be 4, maybe 5, but probably 4. But right now you're 7, but you're a game within 6 and 5.
Yeah.
I think they might could get it done. I think finally Luka can be an MVP.
how many are we back from 4?
Give me 1 second and I'll tell you. I did.
I think Luka right now is a great MVP bet. Because I don't foresee them giving Jokic his 3rd MVP in a row.
So they are.
4 games back of 4 right now.
So you
You can
have.
get to that.
The only problem is the top 4 right now: Minnesota, OKC, the Clippers,
Say
and the
it.
Nuggets. They're not going anywhere. Those 4 are
Clippers
probably
aren't, that's
staying
for
there.
sure.
but
I can see
what
the
a year
Thunder
to-
possibly sliding, but that's it.
But what a year to try and make a run. You just
Yeah,
said
sure.
you take out Denver, who just won it. Minnesota, okay.
Dude,
OKC, okay.
Minnesota's
Nah, dude,
real
they're-
good this year.
And so is OKC. OKC
Yeah.
rules.
So they
You got a lot of young dudes that have never won anything in their career.
didn't they just get
I
Hayward
mean, the same
too?
for the Mavs though.
Who got
I'm
Hayward?
saying what a year!
True,
what a year to
true.
try to be competitive.
They did get. They got.
They
Goof.
got Hayward. Yeah,
Never won anything in his
that's
career.
true. He's a savvy vet though.
That's fair.
I'm not scared of Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not scared of OKC. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
if-
I'm not. I will take. I will always in basketball. I will take the best player on the court, and most times than not, that is Luka Doncic. So
Yeah.
with him, and with these add-ons, and if we can have Kyrie going full speed, and it seems that lately he's into it.
They're the only duo.
They have a shot.
They're the only duo in the entire league averaging 25, 5, and 5 each.
They have a shot. I told my dad. I told him 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago before we made these trades. I said the Mavericks have a floor of missing the playoffs and a ceiling of
winning
the Western Conference.
You can take away that floor now. They're making the playoffs.
They're going to make the playoffs
Yeah.
now with the trades, I think. But they can win the Western Conference, or we could be a first round exit.
I did get myself in some trouble on trade deadline day, though, because everyone's celebrating the trades, and me being the party pooper that I am,
You're a little bit of a party pooper.
made the
You poop
comment
at some parties.
that
1 minute, 20
it's some
seconds.
David Broddles. Remember the Dusty Slade bit?
I pooped in a David's bottle.
But I got myself in some trouble. I tweeted, the problem is that Jason Kidd still the head coach of this team, and people did not care for that.
He's not a
I
good
got
coach.
told I was a Debbie Downer no less than 100 times that day. No less than 100 times. That dude sucks, though.
So if the season ended today, in the Western Conference, you would have Mavericks would be playing the Warriors in a play-in game.
We'd beat the brakes off of
Oh
them.
my gosh, yes.
We're
The Kings would be playing
6
the
or 7?
Lakers.
We're
You're
7.
7. Okay.
7. So you have Warriors, Lakers, Kings, Mavericks, Pelicans, Suns, Nuggets, Clippers, Thunder.
We would win the
Timberwolves.
play-in. The Kings are a little scary, but
Yeah, you'd win the play-in, and then you have a first-round matchup with the Thunder, which would be good because you would stay in the same time zone.
that's
The travel
true.
would not be
why
bad at all.
Why on earth is Minnesota in the West?
No clue.
Have you seen where it's at on a map?
It's
It is not in the West.
It's north. By God, it's
Well,
north.
it is-
Why aren't they in the north
Anyway,
where they remember?
the North?
The North remembers. You know? Bum,
Just go
bum,
ahead
bum.
and book. Just go ahead and book Luka MVP. That's my takeaway.
Actually,
What are the
I
odds
think
on
that's a
that?
good bet. He's like third or fourth
I'm
right
about
now.
to look it up. right
Nice.
Nope, you can't. You've only got 3 seconds.
Oh,
It's against the rules.
What?
All right, we got to talk college baseball now.
Time to spin the wheel.
It's against the rules, Tyler.
now. Okay, college baseball.
Spinning the wheel.
I don't think you have to spin the wheel. I think that's it.
Shocker.
College baseball.
College baseball.
So, Tyler, are you one of those? So, you played college baseball. Are you one of the college baseball players that is completely jacked up and giddy for college baseball? Or are you one of the college baseball players that's like, it's college
So-
baseball. I don't really care.
College baseball was my first love growing up. That's actually the reason why I'm an LSU fan.
Okay.
I love college baseball, and I've gotten to go to the College World Series twice.
I've been once.
It was super dope.
Very cool.
Very cool. I will say in the past, it usually was one of those things where like I would only keep up with LSU until conference tournaments, until stuff like that gets
Right.
started. But now, like, I'll watch college baseball all year round. I love it. It's a ton of fun. And right now, the 3 best players in college baseball last year, Skeens, Cruz, 2 of which were LSU guys, and then Langford, are all maybe going to be on opening day rosters. So we're
That's
getting
pretty
to
cool.
a point now where I think like. If
Which
you're
is
a
good
Major
for
League
college
Baseball fan,
baseball.
especially
Yes.
if you're a fan of not a great team that's going to have a high draft pick,
Yeah.
watch college baseball.
I think that was something that's something that hurts baseball. It's so big for NFL and it's big for 5 picks in the NBA. But man, that guy that I saw in March Madness, or man that badass quarterback in the college football playoffs, those guys are going to matter professionally next year.
Yeah.
Baseball, dude, it matters none to know these guys' names because. First off, they'll probably never make it to the majors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second off, it's going to be 5 years from now.
I mean,
Yeah.
hell,
So
Jack
that's
Leiter was
good.
maybe a top 5 pitcher I've ever seen in my life. And look at the conversation
still
we had
not.
earlier.
We
tonight.
literally talked about tonight that the dude might be a bust, and we probably should trade him right now.
Yeah.
By the way,
And to your point, Shabazz Napier played great in the
Yeah.
tournament, got himself a draft pick, and have not heard of him since.
He did not do well in college baseball. No,
I'm sorry, college basketball. Sorry.
I'm just messing
He was
with
a
you, Corey.
dog of a pitcher, though, man.
the only
Jameis Winston.
Jameis
Yeah.
Winston was.
He was.
Okay, so I tweeted that the other day. In the moment, I think we all appreciated it perfectly, the perfect amount. That it was
Yeah.
cool that he was not only playing college football, he was not only playing college baseball, but he was hitting and pitching
pretty
in
cool.
college baseball.
Golly.
But we
It's pretty
seem
cool.
to have forgotten that since.
It's pretty cool.
Well,
It is very
crab
cool.
legs weren't in season during baseball.
They probably would have been, no?
Oh, yeah, that's
Crawfish would have been anyway.
true. Yeah, not this year, though.
No, I think college
No,
baseball is
not-
cool. I think the College World Series is great. I think the regional super regionals. I think the format is
Yeah,
Their tournament
it
is super
very
fun.
fun.
It rules.
It makes for a cool deal.
For what it's worth, LSU is number 2 right now, but Wake Forest just lost.
Give me the
LSU could
top.
go
Give
up to number
me
1.
the top 10 rankings.
Okay, I have it pulled up on the odds right now. Let me go back to the rankings to get pulled up. But Texas,
Vandy's got to be in there somewhere.
both Texas A&M and Texas have like pretty decent odds. So
Yeah, they're both good. I think Texas A&M has one of the better offenses in the country, and I think Texas is just all around
Texas.
pretty good. Dude, the SEC, The new SEC. You're adding OU and Texas. That's baseball is going to be loaded.
Yeah. When you got Vanderbilt in there,
Texas is actually
Tennessee.
leaving. Texas will be one of the favorites in college basketball next year in the SEC.
Yeah.
The SEC is not that great.
No, you've got Alabama's pretty good.
Dude, Texas. I had not thought about Texas SEC baseball.
That's what I'm saying.
That rolls
Big time.
Yeah.
So you got
That
Texas
rolls.
versus Texas A&M, Texas versus Florida, Texas versus LSU,
Yeah, that's
Vandy.
gonna be awesome.
Texas versus South Carolina, Vandy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
That's a
so
lot of
much
good
fun.
Mississippi State, Ole Miss. Woo.
That should just be the College World Series. Just whoever wins the SEC,
I mean, there's a
you
good
got it.
dude. You're gonna there's real chances
For
that
what it's worth right now.
the eight college baseball World Series teams could be 3 or 4 SEC.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to read the odds off right now to win this year's College World Series. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yes.
Wake Forest, so that doesn't count.
ACC,
Yeah.
But then it's LSU,
SEC,
Florida,
SEC,
Arkansas,
SEC. Oh, we forgot about Arkansas.
Tennessee,
SEC. We
Vandy.
forgot about Tennessee. SEC.
and then it goes to TCU. But then right back to A&M.
TCU's that high. That's cool.
Yeah.
Big 12 and then SEC.
And then ACC. So our Pac-12 was always good. Oregon State.
Oregon State, yeah. They've won a lot of national
Beavers.
titles.
Back to ACC with Virginia, and
A
then
lot
there's
of SEC.
and then there's Texas. It would be in the SEC.
Yeah, future SEC.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
loaded.
just what college baseball should be.
That's loaded.
Which
Which makes sense. I think baseball is the one sport that like geography really, really matters because
Yeah.
of the weather. Football doesn't matter as much. But baseball, it's like that's why the Big Ten's not very good at baseball because
Yeah.
they're all
It's cold.
cold, crappy, rainy weather.
I'm curious if Tebbs cares about college baseball because he actually played college baseball. So I'm
call him?
curious where he feels about it. Also, I did
actually-
want to call him at some point.
I actually remember him saying that he does not.
Oh,
I
really?
think one time we had the same question, and I'm pretty sure he was like, "No, I don't really watch college baseball."
Dude,
I could be making that up.
I had the coolest revelation the other day, and I don't know how I would never put 2 and 2 together, but I think I was so high on one, and then by the time the other thing happened, I was so high on it, I forgot. I'll never have as good of a year again in my life. LSU won the College World Series, and I watched so much LSU baseball last year, and the Rangers won the World Series. That's never going to happen again, except for this year. But after that,
You don't know that.
Mavericks might win a world championship.
oh, I just meant strictly baseball.
Oh, okay.
The odds
Oh,
of those
baseball?
two,
No,
yeah, the
no.
odds of that ever happening
Yeah.
again, I'll remember that
This year,
forever.
man.
Give Tabs a call.
Okay.
See what he's got going on.
Technically speaking, well, we're going to ask about college baseball. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
We're
of
gonna hang
minimum
up on
time.
him. We're gonna hang up on
He
him.
said he loves college baseball, so make him start with it. Then we're technically not cheating.
Yeah, we gotta play by the rules.
Hello.
You there, buddy?
I'd like to start off with.
Wait, no,
No,
wait, time out. There's
it
rules.
has to be college baseball
for,
based.
for the first
For
60
the first
seconds.
minute, you have
gotta
to talk about college baseball.
Deal.
Okay.
Yes, next year the SEC is going to be loaded for baseball.
Wait, are you a college baseball
The-
fan? Yes or no? I thought you said. Maybe I just dreamed that you weren't that big into college baseball.
If we're putting it in my sports, like what I watch, it's in the middle, but
Okay.
I basically follow Texas and Arkansas.
Okay, well,
I follow Arkansas
bigger fan
because
than
went
I
to
let
college.
on.
Yeah.
But absolutely, college baseball is electric, especially the College World Series.
Dude, I did not
great.
realize until we both lived there, but the way everyone in the state of Arkansas loves Arkansas baseball is wild.
Oh yeah,
And
They got-
it made me want to watch.
Yeah.
They've got that and catalytic converters.
They
so
had me listening.
Luckily,
what
they're
they're
really good.
and John Daly.
and John Daly.
They had me listening to Arkansas baseball games on the radio. Like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Anyway, is he good
105.3 The Fan.
is he good to move on?
All
Right.
right, we are in the clear
Okay, what
Okay.
else? What did you want to talk about, buddy?
per the rules.
So I'd like to start with Ryan vetoing my phone call. Like
We
I
didn't
couldn't
have enough time, Tebs.
Here we go.
It's a
So here's the
7 minute.
thing
It's a
is-
7 minute investment with you, which is fine. But we didn't have 7 minutes.
I would love for you. I know y'all have this recorded. Pull the records. I
the
always,
records.
No, we didn't have it, Tebs. We didn't
2
have
minutes,
it.
I'll give you a good.
We
rant
didn't have
and
the
say,
time.
I'll listen.
Hell, I'm looking at it. You got
That's-
2 minutes right here before the show's over.
That's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go to the next 2 things and I'm done. Caleb Williams is definitely the truth. That's something that y'all all
Boo.
disagreed with.
Don't spend your
I
2 minutes
personally
talking about
think
that.
Caleb Williams is the truth.
You're gonna get on with 2
Obviously,
minutes.
if
You're
you
gonna get on with 2 minutes of the fate of the world, and he talks about Caleb Williams.
Fate of the world.
Well, I made some. So I take notes whenever I know I'm going to call in because I want to make sure
Nice.
I talk about what I want to talk about.
Y'all let Tebs talk.
He must have written down a 4-letter word that starts with an F one time.
That was by accident, and I don't need any more straight for that.
He served his suspension, you know.
All right,
sorry, go ahead,
I'm not going
Travis.
to talk. I'm not going to talk. I promise.
Texas is going to dominate the SEC next year in college football. The Nuggets are going to repeat most likely. That would be what I would go for. Kansas or Houston in college basketball.
Kansas can't win
for
it.
March Madness.
Impossible.
Yeah, well,
Mathematically,
there's
impossible.
exceptions. You bet the exceptions because you get the better odds that way.
I like it.
Historically proven
that's
that's
about
a
it.
donation.
The Dallas Cowboys need to draft Devondre Sweat in the first round with their pick,
Ooh.
and then draft Xavier Worthy with their second round pick. And those are that's my NFL. I'll hang up and listen.
Jonathan Brooks with their third pick.
Oh, he left us.
He said a lot of good things there.
That was good.
I
really just wanted to
give him a hard time.
There's enough of a delay on YouTube that like the whole hang up and listen, he'll get to hear every word of it.
I honestly,
he said a lot of good
honestly
things there.
enjoy when Tebs calls in.
No, I do too. I just like giving him a hard time.
It wouldn't be down and out.
Yeah,
if
you
we
like
didn't.
his draft picks. That'd be fun.
You were.
Oh, dude,
you were
Devondre
thumping your leg
Sweat.
over there. Just
I got to watch him in high school at Huntsville.
Oh, wow.
Dude was not that big, but he was good.
he's gotten bigger.
He's eaten a Tyler.
Couple meals.
Yeah, a couple
Couple
Tylers.
Tylers. Yeah.
I would be down for Worthy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Or Jonathan Brooks, the running back.
Yeah.
Dude, the wheel was fun.
That was
The
a
wheel was
good
fun.
idea. That was
One
a really
day,
good idea.
we threw around that we're going to have a wheel that's just completely unsports related.
Just stupid topics.
And just,
Might just have to run that next week if we're being honest.
Ain't
I know,
too
we're in
much
the-
going to be going on.
What's funny
we're in
is
the dog days. I'm not going to guarantee an episode next week. I'm just going to be honest.
yeah,
I'm not guaranteeing it.
Yeah, it's.
We'll do the.
I gave it everything I had tonight.
want you to know.
We
Gave
texted
it.
you about it. You were like, "Are we doing one tonight?"
I gave it everything I had.
I was so pumped. He's like, "We're doing that."
When you lay your head,
I'm doing-
when you
do
lay
we
your head
have
on the
to?
pillow at night.
Just know I gave him everything I had. That was me.
We'll be back, whatever, and it won't be about sports, but that's gonna be fun.
Oh man.
Any final thoughts?
Golly, this has been fun.
Don't even answer that. Hell yeah.
I missed you
Okay.
guys. This is fun.
I told you I
miss y'all.
gave you everything I
You
had.
did.
I have nothing else.
And earphones are off.
On behalf of Ryan Humphreys, Corey Hankins, I'm Tyler Lennon. We're down and out. Love y'all.